So hello there, and today we'll be looking at the VLOOKUP function in Excel. And what is the VLOOKUP function? The VLOOKUP function is the vertical lookup function, and it's used to search for specific values to give you the leftmost column of a given table or range, and helps you to retrieve corresponding values from a specified column in that range. The basic syntax for this is the function itself, that is equals VLOOKUP, then the lookup value, that is what you want to look for in that range, then the table array. And the table array is the whole range that contains the data, and then there's column index, that is what number of column is your data in that you need to be returned. That is, if it's absa, what do you want, what is the last clause, that's the what will be returned by the function. And now also the range lookup is it's an optional condition, and then it either gives you an exact match or an approximate match depending on what you want. Today we'll be looking at the sample data we'll be using is the NSC data, the last clause for Friday for June. And basically what we have here is the security we've created. This is the security we need to look for. This is ABSA. I've inserted a data validation here for ease of accessibility. So if I need any of this is what that is contained in my data. To insert data validation, I've done a video on this, you can kindly go and check. Now let's look at we need to get two values from our data. Number one, we need to get the last clause, and number two, the volume traded. To get these two things, we will use the VLOOKUP function, and let's go to it direct now. One, you insert equals, then the VLOOKUP, click on tab to insert the function, then the lookup value is what is contained in the column B3, the cell B3, and then comma, then the table array. We can select our whole table, then you can use the Control Shift down arrow, then Control Shift right arrow to highlight the whole table, then comma. Here is where a lot of people probably go wrong. The column index, this is the number from the left side that your data is contained in. Now we need to look at the last clause. Our last clause here is labeled the latest. This is column A, B, and C. So I needed to return data in column C. Column C is the third row from my left side, that is after the securities, the previous, and now the latest, that's C. So it's 1, 2, 3. So you insert 3, then comma, and now we need it to give us the exact match. So the exact match, you enter false, and then for the approximate match, you'll enter true. For this instant, we need the exact match, so insert false. So there we go, and then close the equation with a bracket, and then enter. And as you can see, we've got the 0.15, which is just the first data here of the latest, that is 11.55. Now for the volume traded, we'll just use the same way we've done it, equals VLOOKUP tab, and then the lookup value is still for the same cell, the B3, that's the data that's there. Then you'll say comma, and then the table is still the same, so you'll highlight there, Control Shift down arrow, Control Shift right arrow, and then comma. And then now here's where the difference comes in again. We needed to give us the volume in that table. The volume is column I. Column I is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Column 8, so indicate 8. And then we need an exact match, so we'll go for false, and then we close our brackets and click on enter. And there you can see that the volume traded for that day was 1.51 M. So now if we need to change our data here, and I had inserted this drop down value is here, and I want to change it to any other data in that market, let's say KPLC, you can see it automatically updates itself based on what you have inserted on cell B3. And that's how you do the VLOOKUP. It helps you get data from a given range. Thank you for watching, and kindly subscribe.